What an artistic expression of meaning on film.
Yeah. But at what cost? The soundtrack. Come on.
No, shut up. You didn't even watch it, man. I mean, you need to watch it.
I tried. Seriously, I did. But them bells, you know, ringing right in your head, you know.
Yeah, but man, you can't base a movie on its soundtrack.
It's not just a soundtrack. It's not just a soundtrack. I mean, the editing was cheaply done. It was ineffective. The acting was over the top and cliche.
Yeah, but man, it was like his first film and uni. I mean, it's Jim Jarmusch.
Oh, what? So it's a good director.
Yeah,
so
no, okay. All right. I mean, do you at least like the story?
Lack of story. This is uninteresting. Come on.
It's like poetry, man.
Poetry.
It's want to write and create. Don't you ever get that, you know? Ultimate freedom of expression, you know? I mean, what about like coffee and cigarettes, you know? That had no story.
That had dynamic characters that you know, dynamic characters that added to it.
What about Elephant then?
Elephant was a good movie. It was a very good movie. It had imagery, soundtrack, acting was brilliant. The direction, Gus Van Sant, he did a superb job. It's Gus Van Sant.
Yeah, true. But look, there you're going against your point again. You said that you can't base a movie on its director with Jim Jarmusch. And now you're saying it about Gus Van Sant. You're going back on your point.
No, I'm not going back on my point. I'm saying, you know, Gus Van Sant is a very talented director. I'm not saying that I like all his films. I mean, Psycho. I didn't
personally.
I didn't mind it, but you know, William H. Macy, I don't think he does that great a job.
Yeah,
and you know,
okay, fair enough.
He was trying to recreate Alfred Hitchcock, which you know,
you just don't do that.
You don't try and do that.
You know what you said before? You said it had the right imagery, soundtrack, something like that. That was a terrible thing to say.
Oh.
That was a truly a horrible thing to say. Man, it's freedom of expression. Freedom of expression. You don't base a movie on soundtrack and all that other rubbish. I mean, you know, it was that meaning, that freedom that the director had that made it rock. You know? Yeah, look at this.
I suppose you're right. But I mean, Elephant. You know, I mean, Elephant was a good movie. I mean, it was beautiful to watch. You know, everything was nice about it. But Permanent Vacation. You know, as soon as I put it on, I wanted it to end. You should not want to put on a movie and then want it to finish. You know.
No, I don't want it to end.
Who wrote that soundtrack?
I don't know. I don't care.
It's a bad soundtrack.
It was the freedom of expression that made it.
Hey, Scott.
We got a problem in here.
Again?
Oh dear God.
Emily's having trouble with some of her lines. She can't get into character with this one line.
How can she not get into character with one line?
It's Emily. That's how.
That is a horrible thing to say. It's terrible. Take that back.
I'm joking.
Let's see. Please.
Okay, what line is it then?
It's some are born to sweet delight, some are born to endless night.
How could you be having difficulty with that line?
Maybe she needs more direction, Elliot.
Obviously, Peter.
It's meant to be whispered, yeah?
Yeah, symbolism for a weak character.
She wants to say it normally in her normal character's voice.
No way, it's not going to happen.
Well, you're just going to create a huge bump in her character.
No, I'm not going to create a huge bump in her character.
Her character has this flaw,
Listen,
and
Peter,
then you get a...
Peter, look at me. This is a matter of artistic expression. Artistic expression about to be screwed in the head by an actor. All actors do this. You've done this before.
When did I do it? When did I do it, Elliot?
Well,
when did I do it?
I can think of a few times, but I'm not going to go into them, okay?
Oh, you have nothing,
Look,
that's why.
When did I do it?
No,
Look,
never mind.
that's not the point, okay? The point is, we keep it to the script. For the sake of the script, she says it in whispers.
Says it in whispers.
Yes. Script. For the sake of the script, she says it in whispers.
Let us say it normally. Let's say it normally. We'll save, you know, an hour or two.
No.
You want to workshop it? You want to go through it all? You know?
No way. Look.
No. Just the filmography of the show will be enough.
You call yourself a filmmaker. That is the
Does
worst
it
thing.
matter? Does it matter that
never
she whispers
heard
that
you say
single
it.
line?
No, it has to be whispers, but.
Why?
Someone wants to sweet delight. Someone wants to. For freedom of expression. Someone wants to sweet delight.
Some are born to sweet delight, some are born to in the sun. It makes no sense that she just
Peter, Peter.
No, you've
Some
got
are born to sweet delight.
You've got to
Some
be
want
able
endless
to
night.
hear it.
You can hear it. There's
you
going to be
won't be able to hear-
subtitles. I said there'd be
Oh,
subtitles.
subtitles.
Oh,
Subtitles
Christ.
don't mean anything. What if
Peter,
you're just watching
Peter,
it without
if I
subtitles?
dismiss
You know?
the whole some are born to sweet delight and whispering, then I just dismiss the whole point of the film. I may as well just make some mainstream crap, you know? I'm trying to keep
What's
it
wrong
up.
with mainstream? What is wrong with mainstream?
Look, I didn't mean that. Nothing is wrong with mainstream.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the fact that if we don't add this light in, then it's gonna turn into rubbish.
Just let us say it normally.
No.
You've got this huge, you build up this character and then you just create this huge bump in it. You're not going to be able to hear it. Do you think
Some
the
of them-
fans sitting in the audience are going to go, she's whispering it? Of course, artistic
Peter,
expression.
Ah, man, I seriously thought you'd be with me on this.
I just can't see where you're going from. You know, she has to whisper this one line when you've got it, you know,
Yes.
built up through all these
Otherwise, we've
pages.
dismissed the whole point of the film.
She should say it. Just let us say it normally. Just let us say
Scott,
it normally.
Scott, what do you think?
When's lunch?